Hello, kids. Welcome to the Fearless Floyd Show. As always, I am your host, Fearless Floyd. You need to reach me, The Fearless Floyd Show at yahoo.com. Leave a comment below. If you like the video, smash that like button. What that does, it sets an algorithm for when like-minded people like yourself, it flows through their thread and they can discover my videos, my channel, etc., etc. Hit that subscribe if you want to subscribe and watch more stuff. Notification bell. That way you know when I put out new videos like this one today. This is going to be part two of at the time when I did the first part, I didn't know there would be a part two, and here's part two. So I'm going to go back and redo that one. I'm not going to redo the video. Just going to redo the little advertisement, the placard, to notify everybody that there is a part two. So come look for it, and this is it. So I want to thank you for being here, and what we're going to discuss as a topic is this going to be a follow-up to the official oath and official bonds for government officials, regardless of whether they've been elected, appointed, or employed. And it doesn't matter if who it is. It doesn't matter. This is only dealing with the state level, not on the federal level. That'll be another video, totally separate of this. However, so without further ado, of course, we're going to dive right in and try to keep this short, simple, sweet, to the point, so you can easily understand. Now, in my first video, you might want to go back and find that one. I addressed that pursuant to and I'm dealing with Texas here. I'm not dealing with any other state, simply because I'm not in that jurisdiction. I have not studied other jurisdictional laws in other states or territories. So I'm not real familiar with it, and I can't give you any type of advice. And I'm not a bar attorney. I don't give legal advice, medical advice, or anything like that. This is purely for entertainment purposes only. And with that caveat, what I did is I showed you that what your rights are, what their official bond is, and pursuant to their official oath, they have to uphold the state and federal constitutions. And in doing so, when they don't uphold that state constitution or that federal constitution, and they violate your rights under color of law, then you have a claim against their bond. All their bond is a insurance policy. All this is an insurance policy. And this is something similar that you have, not necessarily in the glove box of your vehicle, but probably on your app for your insurance company that's insuring your vehicle, or if you have a homeowner's policy or a renter's policy, same thing, exact same thing. So don't overthink it. Don't assume it's something that it's not, because it's just like your auto insurance. Same principle. Two people, they crash into each other, they pull them apart. Okay. This one's at fault. This one makes a claim, gets that one's insurance. That's how it works. Simple as that. But generally, you hire an attorney to help you out if you have any personal injury, et cetera, et cetera. You don't have to do that. You can do all this yourself. I'm walking you through it step by step. So without further ado, let's dive right in. Let me show you the facts of the matter, okay? Because that's what I do here. And before I show you this, I want to tell you that I got this off Facebook, and it's somebody else's stuff, but it was related into my video, and they added this on. So I can't remember who put this on there. I can't even remember what group I got it off of, to be honest with you. It was several days ago. But thank you. Appreciate it. I give you all your accolades for posting this. So let's dive right in. And this is word for word. I've cleaned it up a little bit and adjusted it. And I'll show you if I added anything, I'll show you exactly what I added. So let me bump this up so we can It's easier to read. All right. And all I did was copy and paste this straight from the posting on the Facebook thread. All right. Report corrupt officials to the state insurance board and request bond information and oaths from the state comptroller, not SOS or Secretary of State. Parentheses, as I was told 2 years ago. Okay. It may be there. It may be the Secretary of State's office. It may be even in the governor's office. You're going to have to go find out where the specific oaths and bonds are for the specific elected, appointed, or employed official that you're trying to locate. If it's on the county level, start with the county clerk and just work from there. Be kind to these people. Ask them if they don't have it. Where may I find it? Do you have any? Do you have a number, an office, a person, etc., etc. So you're going to get more with sugar than you are with shit. So be nice to these folks, and they will give you what you want. Not necessarily immediately, but you're eventually going to get it. Okay, let me dive right back in. All officials are required by federal, state, and municipal law to provide the name, address, and telephone number of their public hazard and malpractice bonding company and the policy number of the bond when requested. And I don't know why I did that. And if required, a copy of the policy describing the bonding coverage of the specific job performance. Failure to provide this information constitutes corporate and limited liability. Here it is in the Texas State Code. Right here, here's the link. This is from the Texas Government Code. Public officers and employees. Provisions generally applicable to public officers and employees. Chapter 607, Official Bonds. Section 604.001, Filing an Official Bond. An officer required by law to give an official bond shall file the bond with the officer's oath of office. This is added by Acts 1993, and this is basically when they overhauled the codes in Texas. Section 64.002, Sureties. An officer shall execute the officer's official bond with two or more good and sufficient sureties or a solvent surety company authorized to do business in this state. And I've covered this in my last video. Okay, and this is the guy that I stole this from. This is his personal rant. Public education system teaches us nothing compared to what is essential to navigate through life. Anyone who's blatantly denied due process or had constitutional rights violated by police sergeants, that's actually misspelled, county clerks, county prosecutor, judges, appraisal districts, etc., can report the matter to the Texas Insurance Board. Usually that public official's bond will be suspended until the state does an investigation. This way, you do not have to spend your own resources to get a remedy. In fact, you can file and I put this in here, Texas Open Records Act and then they had Freedom of Information Act on the county and ask for their official and bonding information. If they deny you, then you report him or her to the Texas Insurance Board. This way, you prove that they are denying your request, hiding information, bullying, fraud, acting in fraud, et cetera, and send a Texas Open Records request or FOIA request. Now, Freedom of Information Act, that's a federal act, so it really doesn't pertain to your state or Texas. You're generally going to have your own information act for public information. And when you call these people, like if you call the police department, you want to ask for the public information officer. Same thing with like your county sheriff or maybe even your municipality. Public information officer. Those are the ones that are the guardian to the information you're trying to seek. So if you just call up like the sheriff's department, and you just say, hey, I'm trying to find this bond for this deputy, you're probably going to get a lot of runaround before you can actually get to the public information officer. So that's who you want to ask for immediately. That way you get right to the source and can get exactly what you're trying to get quickly. All right. So you send the open records request or FOIA request to the state comptroller with a copy of the denial letter or email or just a letter that has not been replied to. And in the letter, don't leave it open ended. Tell them I need an answer within 72 hours of receipt of this letter or email or 21 days, whatever you want. But just set a boundary, because if you don't set a boundary, it's open ended. Well, I'll wait till I retire and I'll reply to that email if that guy sent me on that open records request. So make sure you close that off and don't give them any outlets, because they will take whatever you give them. And even if you do give them a boundary, more than likely they're not going to reply anyway if they don't want to. They just don't care. If the official claims they do not know what you're talking about, oh yeah. Texas Insurance Code, Title 12, Section 3503, Subchapter D, suit on certain bonds and other obligations. Section 3503.151, venue of suit on certain bonds and other obligations. Subsection A. This section applies to a bond or other obligation of an insurance company authorized to engage in business in the state and to act as surety and guarantor of the fidelity of employees, trustees, executors, administrators, guardians, or others appointed to or assuming the performance of any public or private trust under appointment of a court or tribunal or under contract between private individuals or corporations, or a bond that may be required to be filed in a judicial proceeding to guarantee a contract or undertaking between individuals, private corporations, individuals and corporations, or individuals or private corporations and the state, a municipal corporation, or a county, or of a state, county, municipal, or district official, including a school district official. A proper court in the county in which a bond or other obligation described by subsection A is filed has jurisdiction of the suit instituted on the bond or obligation. Okay. You can send a Freedom of Information or Texas open Records request to the Texas State Comptroller, like it says in the code, and request a specific official's oath according to these codes. Their oaths are on file at the Texas State Comptroller's office, not the Secretary of State. So try one or the other or both, okay? But just don't give up. It's there. You'll find it. So uh, that's what you're looking for. When you can prove they violated their oath, well, that's what unemployment is for. What's your state's code? Uniform bonding code. So you may want to Google that right there. So anyway, I've given you the Texas statutes that govern this, that somebody was so kind to provide in one of the Facebook groups where I posted the link to my part 1 video. And I'm going to show you something else that was provided to me. And then we can close this out. All right, right here. This is justice.gov. This is the United States Department of Justice's website. And of course, you can see right here an official website of the United States government. Here's how you know. All right, so this is FARA, Foreign Agents Registration Act. Okay, and I can't get this. Let's see if I can get this. Oh, there we go. All right. The Foreign Agents Registration Act, FARA, was enacted in 1938. FARA requires certain agents of foreign principals who are engaged in political activities or other activities specified under statute to make periodic public disclosure of their relationship with the foreign principal, as well as activities, receipts, and disbursements in support of those activities. Disclosure of the required information facilitates evaluation by the government and the American people of the activities of such persons in light of their function as foreign agents. The FARA unit of the Counterintelligence and Export Control Section in the National Security Division is responsible for the administration and enforcement of FARA. So if you have a problem with a bar agent, British Accredited Registry, a licensed bar attorney, or a judicial officer that is a bar attorney or bar member, these are the people you need to contact. The FARA unit of the Counterintelligence and Export Control Section in the National Security Division of the Department of Justice. Absolutely. Okay. So put your big boy pants or your big girl pants on, because if you decide you want to pursue this, you better buckle up and get prepared, because you're pulling out some big fucking guns. Sorry, excuse my language. You're picking out some big guns. And in doing so, expect retaliation, expect harassment. When you notify these people, tell these people that you expect that and you know it's coming, and that you may need to be in a witness protection program because of the judicial or criminal justice authority that these entities that you are reporting possess and will wantonly use in violation of their oath, their bond, the Constitution, their ethical mandate, and I can just go on and on and on. But you get the gist of what I'm saying. So if you're doing this, be prepared. Don't go do this and then come hit me back and go, "Oh, Fearless, man, you wouldn't believe what they did." Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I already know. Been there, done it many times. Got the tire tracks all across my back, baby. I can see you had my fun. Yeah. So I'm telling you now what to expect. So don't say I didn't forewarn you what you can expect, not what's going to happen, but what potentially may happen. So, like I said, put your big pants on, get out there, like we used to say when I was growing up, put your play clothes on. You don't want to mess up your good clothes, because you're more than likely going to get a little scuffed up. All right. So here we go. Public information relating to FARA may be obtained in person at the FARA Unit Public Office located at, there's their address, here's their hours of operation, there's their email, and you can see the FARA contact information page for more details. The FARA brochure, Protecting the United States from Covert Foreign Influence. Just saying, folks. Let me pull that back down to normal. Okay. So let's just click on the more information. See what pops up. Here we go. The FARA unit maintains a public office on the first floor of the Constitution Square, Building 3, 175 North Street, Northeast Washington, D.C., 20,002 zip code. It is open to the public for review of public records from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. So if you actually have somebody in D.C. or Baltimore or Virginia that's close that you know and is trustworthy, there you go. They may or may not be open. Be sure and call ahead of time, make sure they're open, if you want to go get any physical records and documents that may be on file. Okay. The office provides public access to information appearing in the Public Records Office, including whether someone is registered. It also provides copies of the Act and regulations on request. Public office personnel assist the public with instructions on how to view and copy public records. FARA unit personnel are available to answer reasonable inquiries about what FARA requires, how to register, how to fill out the forms, what fees are required. The division does not discuss pending potential or hypothetical investigations, matters, or cases. It's honorable. No other information may be released through the FARA unit. Requests for any other information should be made under the Privacy Act or the Freedom of Information Act as appropriate. Again, here's their email. Here's their phone numbers. There's their fax number. These are not toll-free numbers, but are equipped with voicemail for after-hours calls. Here's their hours of operations for public office. Here's their delivery times. Office is closed on Saturdays, Sundays, and government holidays. Here's their website. Technical feedback. Here's their email for that. Here's their physical street address. Nearest metro stops. Mailing address. U.S. Department of Justice /NSD. FARA unit. 175 North Street, Northeast, Constitution Square, Building 3, Room 1.100, Washington, D.C. 20002. Here's their tax ID number. Wow, isn't that kind of them to give you that as well? Yes, this page was helpful. Thank you very much, Webmaster. It was updated last December 5th, 2019. December 5th, 1981, I was in New Orleans at the Superdome, actually working with the Rolling Stones. Crazy life I have. So anyway, that is the Foreign Agent Registration Act. So I wanted to share that with you. And I believe that's all I have for this video. Now, if these are 4 things that they have to have in their filing. If they're elected, appointed, or employed. An official oath, an official bond, Foreign Agent Registration Act, and an anti-bribery oath. You're probably going, what? Anti-bribery oath. Basically what that states is me, Joe Blow Public, did not go and approach a potential candidate running for office and say, hey, look, I got this war chest of $5 million and I'm going to set up this political action committee so I can advertise and market for you for your election. And if you get into office and when you get into office, I need a favor, but I'm not going to ask you for the favor. I want to introduce you to John. John, y'all have a nice day. I take off. Now, John, he's my agent, but John's going to go up and tell him, hey, break it down to him. He's like, okay, that's worth $5 million. Yeah, I'll do that. Whatever you want. You just bought me. That's the anti-bribery. Same thing works on all levels. Okay. That's what it's for. That's why they sign that, to guarantee that they're not corrupt. Right. Okay. So what we've touched on here is the part 2 of the official oath and official bond. 2 other things that I'm introducing you to: the anti-bribery oath, Foreign Agent Registration Act, and I'm telling you where else you can go to get this information so you can make a claim on the bonds. Okay, that's money in the bank. If you do it correctly, you are going to get paid. They're going to step down from office. You're going to see, oh, so and so had to resign. They, retired for personal family matters or whatever. You're going to get some bullshit ass excuse. But that's what happens because they can't get insured anymore because nobody's going to insure them because they're corrupt. Clear as day. So when you're preparing everything to move forward with this, make sure you have your I's dotted, your T's crossed, your spelling corrected, your grammar done. It's got to be bulletproof because if you leave these people a little chink in your armor and they find that Achilles heel, okay, they're going to tear it out of you and you're not going to have any relief. You're going to lose. So again, my suggestion is make sure you get it done right. Take your time, be patient, not in any hurry. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. You're not trying to run to the front door. You're actually trying to walk to the store and back. Okay. Because that's what you're doing. So take your time, do it right. That's all I can say. You can always email me, TheFearlessFloydShow@yahoo.com. Thank you for watching my show. Hit that like button if you like the video. Hit that notification bell if you want to know when I put out new videos like this one that correspond to something else that you're interested in. As always, please share my video with everybody, your friends, your family, people you don't like, people you hate. Matter of fact, just if you don't even like them, send it to them. they probably won't like you anymore. More or less. Who cares? Just send it to them. So, uh, thank you for doing that. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate you guys. Uh, my boy Clarence is calling me, so let me holler at him in the city of brotherly love. And thank you for watching my video. And y'all have a great day. Hey, Clarence, what's up, brother?